Oh, you're here. Welcome back. I was just reading from Winnie the Pooh. It's the author's birthday today, A. Milne. And I'll read a little blurb about him real quick. Alan Alexander Milne was an English writer best known for his books about the teddy bear Winnie the Pooh, as well as for children's poetry. Milne was primarily a playwright. Okay, so he used to write plays. Before the huge success of Winnie the Pooh overshadowed all of his previous work. Well, if I had such a famous book as and characters as all those that are in Winnie the Pooh, I wouldn't care what I wrote before I got to this because I love Winnie the Pooh. And if you haven't seen the movie, they just released in the last few years. Return to the 100 Acre Wood is the name of the movie. And that's actually written by David Benedictus. Okay. But the same, with it says in the tradition of A. Milne and Ernest Shepard. Ernest Shepard was the artist that did all the work on the characters. So today, since it's his birthday, the only thing we're going to do is read a little bit of Winnie the Pooh, and then I'm going to let you go, and I'll do some housekeeping stuff in a second. Now it's going to be very short. I'm not reading for a whole long time because I went over yesterday, right? Good afternoon, Kanga. Good afternoon, Pooh. Look at me jump, squeaked Roo, and fell into another mouse hole. Hello, Roo, my little fellow. We were just going home, said Kanga. Good afternoon, Rabbit. Good afternoon, Piglet. Rabbit and Piglet, who had now come up from the other side of the hill, said, Good afternoon, and hello, Roo. And Roo asked them to look at him jumping. So they stayed and looked. And Kanga looked too. Kanga, said Pooh, after Rabbit had winked at him twice. I don't know if you are interested in poetry at all. Oh, hardly at all, said Kanga. Oh, said Pooh. Roo dear, just one more jump, then we must really be going home. There was a short silence while Roo fell down yet another mouse hole. Go on, said Rabbit in a loud whisper behind his paw. Talking of poetry, said Pooh, I made a little piece as I was coming along. It went like this. Let me see. Oh, very fancy, said Kanga. Now, Root here. You'll like this piece of poetry, said Rabbit. You'll love it, said Piglet. Piglet sounded a lot like Root, could you tell? Anyhow, you must listen very carefully, said Rabbit. So as not to miss any of it, said Piglet. Yes, said Kanga, but she still looked at Baby Roo. How did it go, Pooh? Said Rabbit. Pooh gave a little cough and began. Lines written by a bear of very little brain. On Monday, when the sun is hot, I wonder to myself a lot. Now, is it true or is it not that what is which and which is what? On Tuesday, when it hails and snows, the feeling on me grows and grows that hardly anybody knows if those are these or these are those. And on Wednesday, when the sky is blue and I have nothing else to do, I sometimes wonder if it's true that who is what and what is who. On Thursday, when it starts to freeze and hoarfrost twinkles on the trees, how very readily one sees that these are whose, but whose are these. On Friday, oh yes, yes, it is, isn't it? Said Kanga, not wanting to hear what happened on Friday. Just one more jump, Roo, dear, and then we really must be going. Rabbit gave Pooh a hurry up sort of nudge. That's where I'm going to end, because he doesn't even end up being able to finish the poem. So Kanga wasn't too impressed with the poem. And do you feel like she even appreciated Pooh? Liked running into him? I would guess not. It sounded like to me, and we'd have to read the whole story here and know their history between Kanga and Roo. But I'm not sure if Pooh is Kanga's favorite person to bump into. But we can like research that a little bit later. Some of the housekeeping stuff I wanted to share with you, because we're in now about 7 minutes here, is that any homework that I suggest, I will be placing like some of the work that I might have done related to that work there. So in case you want to kind of just compare notes to see how yours is unique and how mine might be unique, you can do that. It'll be in Google Docs, and I will actually then put that in the description below. That way, I don't have to type all that with 1 or 2 fingers on a cell phone. It'll be a lot easier. And I can also put references and where my sources came from. So that is it for today, because I have to get to do some work around this place. And I will do a longer video tomorrow, but I wanted to make sure that I did see you today. Today is Wednesday, the 18th. So remember, I want you to do good and be good. Well, it's not really what I want. It's kind of what should be expected of all of us, right? Do the best we can with what we have, where we're at. Okay? We'll see you tomorrow.